well, I'm gonna get you guys a little warmed up for them. So what I'm gonna tell you guys about is my trauma. So it all starts on a hot summer day at the Tulsa Zoo. Me and all my little Boy Scout buddies, plus the den mothers and my dad, who were charged with our care, and we're just being dry roasted in that hot Tulsa heat, just soaking our little scout uniforms, our little forest green scout shorty shorts, and our button-up scouting blouses, our little neckerchiefs. We had a little bolo tie sort of thing on there, which was a craft we made, which was a film canister, which contained all of our most tiniest survival supplies, in case we needed to filter water to survive in the Tulsa Zoo. Because a scout is always prepared, and we're just glistening with sweat. Eventually our whining about the heat became so insufferable to the point where the tired adults couldn't handle it anymore, and it was time to stop for a refreshment. Now, I was at an age where I was not allowed to have soda or sweets in the presence of my father. Specifically, Skittles. Because they made me too hyper? But on this day, the heat had gotten to my father in such a way where my insistence overcame his ability to say no. And I was purchased a crisp, refreshing Pepsi Cola. Oh, this Pepsi. It came right out of the ice, and it was cold. If it had been a Coors Light, those mountains would have been a deep baby blue. So crisp. Oh, it just sizzled on my little baby boy 11-year-old tongue. Now, being refreshed and rejuvenated, we made our way, cool, crisp Pepsi in hand, to the brand new at the time indoor tropical rainforest exhibit. Now, as we approach, I see this rack sitting outside the indoor tropical rainforest exhibit, right in front of the entrance. And the zoo staff says no drinks inside, because there's loose wild animals in there. You gotta leave them on the outside rack where they'll be safe. Now, I didn't want to leave my cool, crisp, refreshing Pepsi on the outside rack where it'll be safe. But there was evidence that other people had done it, and adults were telling me to do this. Who was I to question it? And what's gonna happen? Is someone gonna steal a child's crisp, mouth-wateringly refreshing Rocky Mountain Pepsi on a hot summer day? No. So we went in and I enjoyed. But it was even hotter inside the rainforest because it's a rainforest. It's as humid as F. And we were even sweatier and more dehydrated than we went in. So we get out and I make a beeline for that outside rack where my drink will be safe. For my Rocky Mountain Pepsi, and I grab it off the rack and I take a big old drink. Blah, 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 blah. And I drank a fucking bee. I could feel it buzzing in my mouth. It stung me on my tongue. I had to spit it out. This isn't an ant or a gnat or a fly. This is a fatty ass little bumble bitch, fucking huge ass yellow fuck. I had to unhinge my jaw and spit it out on the ground. His stupid fatty ass, and I'm just screaming, running in a big circle, just Mach 5, wailing like a hyena. There's a puddle of Pepsi on the ground. It's swirling down the drain while I shriek like the shower scene from 1960s Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, starring Anthony Perkins, Janet Leigh, and Vera Miles. The adults don't know what's going on because they can't understand me because I'm making big circles and my tongue is swollen up because it's absolutely coursing with bee venom. My dad's like, this is why I can't have Skittles. They had to find the bee's corpse on the ground next to my wasted Pepsi before they could piece together what had happened and calm me down long enough for my friend's mom to take off her survival craft neckerchief and pull out her tweezers and remove the stinger from my little baby boy tongue. Because she, an adult woman, unlike all the other 11-year-old Boy Scouts, was the only one who was truly prepared that day. And she wasn't even a boy. And that's why, to this day, I am intimidated by bees and women. And I'm glad they're dying. The bees. Guys, thank you so much. That was my story.